Right guys, this is a little tip, tutorial, whatever you want to call it, on how to anneal like a file blade. Because I know a lot of makers like making file knives, and it's a good place to start as well. There's like the older files are generally really good steel, not so much the newer files as such, like, you know, the cheap stuff you get. They tend to be like hardened outer shell with like a sort of a softer core made of, you know, substandard type of, I say substandard, not really suitable for our purposes in the core. So yeah, good files are good. Anyway, this one is going out for Tom, aka Quality Jackson. He's doing a giveaway. I'll put a link down in the description box for UK knife makers. He's not a knife maker himself, although he wants to get into it, which is the purpose of this. But he's got a whole package to give away to UK knife makers, just to show his appreciation, really. I think it's a 1,000 sub giveaway. I think. Don't hold me to that. But if so, go along, check him out, sub him, because he's a quality guy. He really is, no pun intended. Anyway, these are the files that I said I was going to send him. These are not annealed. Got a nice Nicholson going in there. Look at that. Where is it? Can we see that? My local Marshall and Parsons was doing a clearance. £3 for a Nicholson. You know what I mean? Bonkers. So I picked up a few of them, and these are from old boot sales. One of these again is a Nicholson. I forget which one. That one there. That was a Nicholson as well. And this one here is a Ralston, which are fairly good quality as well. There we go. This one I'm not sure. It's got a little bit corroded, but it's got a stamp on the tang, so it's normally a good indication that it's a fair quality one, especially as, like I say, it's an older one, and they tend to be a lot better quality back in the day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to anneal another Nicholson file for Tom. There you go. I've cut this one down so this can fit in my annealing pot. Now what is in here is called vermiculite, and it's like a thermally insulating type of material. I know they're using hydroponics and stuff like that, but they also use it in fire retardant material, like my little furnace there. Okay, it really is a tiny little furnace. You see the end of it there. Alright, so that's the same stuff but compressed, and it's the same stuff in this pot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to anneal this. I'm going to take you through a process. It's quite time consuming, so this ain't going to be on running. I'm just going to cut it in and out as I see fit. Save you all getting bored. You bastard. So, yeah, let's spark it up. I've waited till it got a little bit darker. There you go, because it's easier to judge the colours that way, and hopefully you'll see it properly as I bring it out the furnace. Anyway, it's going to get noisy, so I'm going to dull it down, but let's see how we get on. So I'm just going to run it for a few times, just for a few minutes, and get it preheated, and then I'm going to crank up the heat to I want it pretty low for preheating, and then I'm going to crank up the heat to actually to get it up to critical, and then it's going in the vermiculite here, and what that'll do is, well, I'll explain that to you in a minute. So catch up with you. I don't know if you can see that, very faint glow running all the way through it now, all the way through, nice and consistent. That's preheated, so I'm going to crank it up, take it to the next level. Don't expect a bunch of scientific terms, because I really ain't got the memory for it, but you'll see what I mean. Turn it up. Coming up the temp now. You can see where it's up the temp around the middle, where it gets a little darker at the end. I want to try and even out that colour a little bit. I'm not even going to use a magnet on this. I've been doing this, I've done this enough times now, I don't even need to use a magnet. Just do it by eye. A bit of scale building up, it's not a problem, not a big problem. Getting there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to do the opposite of quenching, but I'm going to quench it, if you like, in that bucket of vermiculite. Still want to get that last bit heated up. Shake a little bit. There we go. So we're all good, all the way up to the tang now. Last little tweak on the end. Good to go. Right, that's in there. Roll this out. Give it a jiggle. Let's pop all this on, and then we'll get our little end cap here. Make sure that tang is not exposed too much, because that can lose a lot of heat from the tang. Right, here we go. Basically what we got, state of these mould grips. These have been heat treated and quenched more times than I can. Look, they ain't even got a spring on it. It's fucked. Yeah, that's what we like. Right. Now, it's got another plate of vermiculite at the bottom inside to stop that burning this way all the way through. Anyway, don't really need a lid, but that's going to stay like that now till tomorrow, all the way overnight. And basically what that vermiculite does is, like I say, it does the opposite of quenching. When you heat treat something and you quench it, you take up the critical, then you quench it and it tightens everything up, and then you've got to temper it to release some of the tension. But with annealing and normalising, you're basically doing the opposite. You're taking up the critical and then you're insulating it. One procedure is to take up the critical and then control the temperature all the way down. I think that's normalising. The other way is annealing, which is what I'm doing here, which is you're not controlling the temp, you're just slowing down the release of the heat. And when I take this out tomorrow, I'll give it a scrape with a file and you'll be able to hear the difference. Okay, so that one is for you, Tom. This one's going to be coming your way for you to have a little go at, little grind at. You should be able to get a sweet little utility knife out of it. I wish it could be bigger, but my pot's limited. But yeah, these will be coming your way for your giveaway, and that will be coming your way as the first step on your journey to becoming a knife maker. Thanks for coming along. Like I say, if you got any questions, feel free to ask, but don't expect all the scientific terminology, it's just not happening. But if you've seen my chopping vid from earlier, what up? If you see my chopping vid from earlier, you know my heat treat's a good one, because that was 01 and that was heat treated in a coke forge. So made out of half a propane tank, cut in half. So yeah, you know the heat treat sound. So yeah, hope you learned something. See you in the next vid. Chop it up Sunday. Alright.